Hey, Centerville Cougar families, it's Mrs. K. It's getting quite late now on Sunday, September 19th. I've been having some technical difficulties, and I hope this is the version of the video that is going to work for you, because we've had some updates to our safe and healthy operations for schools in New Brunswick, and I just wanted you to understand what that means for our Centerville Cougars. In fact, we've done a really great job of having protective measures in place, so there aren't huge changes that we need to make starting tomorrow, Monday, September 20th. But this is a good opportunity to remind you of those protective layers we have in place and call on you to help us promote these wonderful things we're doing to keep each other safe by talking them up at home. So firstly, we'd love to see everybody every day, but it's really important if you are not feeling well, please stay home. Really important to keep each other healthy, that we keep our germs to ourselves, whether they're COVID or not. And if you happen to have 2 or more symptoms that sound like they could be COVID, please also stay home and don't even go to the emergency room or the doctor's office. Instead, call 811 and arrange to be tested. They'll tell you exactly what you need to do and how to keep the risk away from others. You do need to be wearing your mask almost full time at Centerville Community right now. We know that's a bit of an inconvenience and not how we would like to do things, but we are working together because we can do hard things to keep each other safe and healthy. Please make sure that you're wearing a clean mask every day and have a second clean mask tucked in your book bag, just in case, because those just in case things do happen. Bring your water bottle every day and be bringing food from home. We're not going to be sharing water bottles or cutlery or eating from each other's buckets. In fact, you'll even hear us encouraging you in the cafeteria or in your classroom when you're eating to not be talking at all. First of all, it's a choking hazard, and also it's not very polite. But most importantly, that's one of the times we have our masks off. And so we are going to really work hard at eating when our masks are off and putting our masks back on before we start socializing around mealtimes. We also can continue to be outside without our masks on. So that includes recess, but starting tomorrow, it will also include every single possible phys ed class we can take outside. That will be the norm, that we're outside for phys ed, because that is when we can have masks off. So please put your flip-flops and your thongs away for the summer. We need your feet dressed to be ready to move and be active when you're outdoors for those daily phys ed classes. We have a pretty good system where you're really not running into each other in the halls very much at all. We're going to slightly tweak the middle school schedule to just alleviate some of the congestion that was happening a little bit, and that will continue to keep us safe in those common areas. If you are 12 years old or older, and you are interested in playing on school teams or being in extracurricular events, you will need to be double vaccinated. That is a provincial mandate, not a school rule. And you do not at this time need to bring proof of vaccination to school. Just keep that at home. We are working on an on your honor system. So for example, this week, when we have a call for middle schoolers interested in being on the soccer team, if you are age 12 or older, you may only come out to tryouts and practice if you have been double vaccinated. Thanks for your honesty about that one. That pretty much sums up what we're going to be doing. We're going to be reducing the chat while we eat. We're going to be dressing our feet well for outdoor activities, since phys ed classes are going to be outside. And we're going to keep wearing our masks, washing our hands, and staying home if we're feeling unwell. That's how we're going to keep each other safe and healthy as we try to outsmart this virus. It's getting really smart, and so we're changing things up to try to stay ahead of the game. Thanks so much for your cooperation, and thanks to parents for reinforcing this important messaging at home. If we all work together, hopefully we'll have fewer cases and be able to return to a little bit less restrictive ways of being at school. Please share this message.